My beloved child, I see the moment you are in right now, even the one you haven't named out loud. You think this is just another voice passing through your day, another sound competing for your attention, but this moment was arranged. I did not interrupt you by accident. I drew you here because something is shifting beneath the surface of your life, and you can feel it, even if you don't yet understand it. You have been carrying questions you don't speak. You smile, you function, you keep moving, but inside, you've wondered why the weight feels heavier lately. You've asked yourself why delays keep appearing where you expected clarity. Listen to me carefully now. Those pauses are not punishment. They are positioning. And what I am about to uncover for you will change how you see this season forever. Here is a truth you were never told. Before I release something significant into your life, I quiet the noise around you. I allow the distractions to fall away. I let familiar supports feel unstable. Not to scare you, but to teach you how to recognize my voice without interference. A discomfort you felt. It is the sound of preparation. You thought the silence meant I stepped back, but I leaned closer. You assumed the waiting meant denial, but it was alignment. I have been rearranging things you cannot yet see, conversations, timing, hidden connections, unseen doors. And here is what you must not miss. None of this is random. Don't skip this moment. Something huge is waiting for you on the other side of understanding this. I know you've been tempted to scroll past moments like this, thinking, I'll come back later. But later is not promised the same clarity. Right now, your heart is open in a rare way. Right now, you are listening without defenses. Stay till the end of this message, because what I reveal next will answer a question you've carried longer than you realize. You've been measuring your life by visible progress, but I measure by readiness. You look for signs outside, while I've been shaping you within. Every delay refined your discernment. Every closed door strengthened your patience. Every unanswered prayer trained your trust. I was not withholding, I was building capacity. Here is the part that will surprise you. What you are asking me for is already moving toward you. But if it had arrived earlier, it would have crushed you instead of crowned you. You needed this stretching. You needed this deepening. You needed this moment of uncertainty so that when the unveiling comes, you will stand steady instead of shaken. I am asking you now, do not rush past this realization. Let it sink in. Your story is not behind schedule. Your life is not off course. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared for a reveal that will make sense of every quiet night and every unanswered why. And as this message settles in your spirit, feel the shift beginning, the confusion loosening, the pressure lifting. This is only the opening of what I am about to show you. Stay attentive. Don't skip what comes next. Something you have never heard before is drawing closer, and it has your name written all over it. You are standing at the edge of a realization that few ever reach, and I need you to hear me without rushing past this moment. What you are sensing right now, that quiet tightening in your chest, that sudden stillness in your thoughts, is not emotion alone. It is recognition. Something in you knows this is not ordinary, and you are right. I want you to understand what has been happening behind the scenes while you thought nothing was moving. While you were questioning your direction, I was redirecting outcomes. While you felt overlooked, I was removing what would have distracted you later. You believed you were losing ground, but I was clearing it. There are things I had to keep from you until your heart was strong enough not to misuse them. Here is a revelation you were never taught. Not every delay is about time. Some delays are about trust. I needed to know that you would still listen when the excitement faded, when the applause stopped, when it felt like no one noticed your obedience. And you stayed, even when you were tired, even when you didn't understand. That mattered more than you know. You see, I don't reveal everything at once, not because I enjoy mystery, but because sudden truth can overwhelm an unprepared soul. If I showed you the full picture too early, you would either run ahead of me or retreat in fear. So I release understanding in layers, just like this. And right now, another layer is opening. You've been wondering why certain people drifted away without explanation, why familiar connections no longer feel aligned. That wasn't rejection, it was protection. I was quietly separating you from voices that would have limited where I am taking you. Don't skip over this truth. Some losses were answers to prayers you whispered years ago. Stay with me here, because this is important. The version of you that is emerging now cannot carry the same attachments as before. What I am preparing requires clarity, not confusion. Depth, not noise. Discernment, not dependency. And that is why this season has felt so intense. Growth always feels heavier right before expansion. I know part of you still wonders, when will something actually change? Listen closely. The change has already begun. In how you think, in what you tolerate, in what no longer satisfies you. External shifts follow internal alignment. That is how my order works. What is forming inside you right now will soon demand a new reality to match it. Don't rush ahead of this moment. Don't scroll away thinking you already know where this is going. Something huge is waiting for you, but it requires your attention. I am not just preparing a breakthrough. I am preparing you to recognize it when it arrives, so you don't mistake it for coincidence. You are closer than you think, closer than you feel. The reason this message resonates so deeply is because it is confirming something your spirit already sensed. This is not hype. This is timing. Stay till the end of what I am unfolding, because the next truth I reveal will connect everything you've experienced up to now into one clear, undeniable purpose. Remain still for a moment. Let this settle. What comes next will require courage, but you will not face it alone. You may not realize it yet, but a line has already been crossed inside you. Something subtle yet irreversible has shifted. The old way you viewed yourself no longer fits, and the discomfort you feel is not confusion. It is awakening. I am drawing your attention to this because what comes next will require you to see yourself the way I see you, not the way past seasons labeled you. There is a moment before every major unveiling where doubt makes one last attempt to speak. You felt it recently, those quiet thoughts questioning whether you are really ready, whether you truly heard me, whether this is just another emotional rise that will fade. Listen to me now. That voice is not a warning. It is resistance leaving. And resistance always stirs before it releases its grip. You have underestimated how much you've grown. You still measure yourself by who you were when you were struggling, not by who you are becoming through endurance. But I have been watching every choice you made when no one applauded. Every time you chose integrity over ease. Every time you stayed kind when bitterness would have felt justified. Those moments shaped authority within you, even if you didn't feel powerful at the time. Here is something you have never been told clearly. I do not promote based on desire. I elevate based on maturity. And maturity is revealed when you can carry truth without needing immediate results. You've reached that place. That is why I can now trust you with what I am about to bring into your life. Don't skip this part, because this is crucial. The next season you are stepping into will not look like the breakthroughs you imagined before. It will feel quieter at first, steadier, more intentional. And that is how you'll know it's from me. Chaos rushes. Gripa settles. What I'm releasing will not need to prove itself loudly. It will be undeniable through its impact. You've asked me for clarity, and here it is. You are no longer being prepared. You are being positioned. The preparation phase taught you how to wait. Positioning teaches you how to move when the moment arrives. That's why doors will begin opening faster now. Conversations will feel aligned. Opportunities will surface without force. This is not coincidence. It is convergence. Stay till the end of this message, because I need you to understand the weight of what I'm saying. With this positioning comes responsibility. Not pressure, but stewardship. What I am entrusting to you will influence more than just your own life. That's why I've been so intentional with your process. I was not shaping you for survival. I was shaping you for impact. There will be moments ahead where you'll be tempted to look back, to the familiar, to what once felt safe. When that happens, remember this. You cannot return to where I've already released you from. The discomfort of forward movement will always be less damaging than the regret of staying behind. Something huge is waiting for you, but it won't announce itself with noise. It will begin as a knowing, a peace that doesn't make sense, a confidence that doesn't need validation. When you feel that, don't hesitate. That will be me saying, now. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to recognize what is about to unfold. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit attentive. What I reveal next will show you why this moment, right now, could not have happened any sooner. There is something I need you to notice about yourself right now, and it's this. You are no longer reacting the way you used to. Situations that once drained you don't have the same grip. Words that once shook you no longer control your peace. That change didn't happen overnight, and it wasn't accidental. It is the clearest sign that you are ready for what I am about to entrust to you. You once prayed for strength, thinking it would arrive as power. Instead, I gave you endurance. You asked for confidence, and I gave you humility first. You wanted certainty, and I gave you faith before proof. Now you see why. If I had given you the reward before the roots, you would have enjoyed it briefly, but it would not have lasted. What is coming now is built to remain. Here is a truth that will settle something deep inside you. The waiting you endured was not empty time. It was training for discernment. That's why you can now sense when something is right without needing constant reassurance. That's why you feel uneasy around what once excited you. Your spirit has matured, and that maturity is your protection. I want you to hear this slowly. Don't rush past it. You are about to encounter moments where ease will tempt you away from purpose. Not everything that opens is meant to be entered. Not every opportunity is an assignment. But you will know the difference, because peace, not pressure, will guide you. Stay till the end of this message, because this understanding will save you from costly distractions. You've wondered why I didn't remove certain struggles sooner. It's because they were revealing what still needed healing. I was never trying to expose you to shame you. I was refining you so that when visibility increases, your foundation would not crack under attention. What I am leading you into will draw notice, but it will not steal your identity, because you are anchored now. Something huge is waiting for you, but it will require courage in a way you didn't expect. Not the courage to fight, but the courage to remain calm when things finally start working. Sometimes success tests character more than hardship ever did. And I trust you now, because you've learned how to stay grounded when things are unclear. Don't skip this next realization. The reason this message feels personal is because it is. I am not speaking in general terms. I am speaking to you as someone who has been watching closely. I know where you hesitated. I know where you almost quit. I know where you stayed anyway. And that is why this next chapter will not be fragile. It will be intentional. Soon, you will be faced with a decision that seems small on the surface. Others may not notice it. They may even dismiss it. But that decision will act as a doorway. What you choose in that quiet moment will determine the pace of what unfolds next. Trust what you've learned. Trust the discernment you earn. I will not be silent when you need guidance. You are not waiting for permission anymore. You are waiting for alignment, and it is forming now. The pieces you thought were unrelated are beginning to connect. The past will start making sense in ways that bring peace instead of pain. And when that happens, don't rush to explain it to anyone. Let the fruit speak for itself. Remain present. Remain attentive. Don't scroll away from this moment. What is approaching will feel familiar and new at the same time, like something you've always known, finally arriving. And when it does, you will understand why everything unfolded exactly the way it did. You are closer now than you've ever been, and I need you to recognize the weight of this moment. Not because something dramatic is about to happen on the outside, but because something irreversible has already happened within you. You no longer doubt my presence the way you once did. Even when questions rise, they don't shake your foundation anymore. That is not coincidence. That is readiness. There was a time when you needed constant reassurance. You looked for signs everywhere, afraid you might miss me. But look at you now. You don't chase confirmation the same way. You listen. You discern. You wait with intention. That shift matters more than you realize, because what I am bringing into your life next will require steadiness, not urgency. Here is something I want you to understand deeply. When I move in your life, it is rarely loud at first. The most significant changes begin quietly, like a seed breaking open underground. If you expect fireworks immediately, you might overlook the miracle forming right in front of you. Don't skip this understanding. The subtle moments are the doorway to the extraordinary. You've been asking why everything feels so precise lately, why timing feels sensitive, why small choices feel heavier than usual. It's because you are entering a season where alignment matters more than effort. You don't need to play as hard as you used to. You need to move wisely. One aligned step now will accomplish more than 10 forced ones before. Stay till the end of this message, because this next truth is vital. You are about to be tested, not by hardship, but by opportunity. Things will begin to work. Doors will open. Relief will come. And in those moments, you must remember who you are and who you belong to. Ease can make people forget the source of their strength. But you will remember, because you were trained in the waiting. I know you still wonder if you're truly prepared for what's coming. Let me answer that clearly. You are not prepared because you feel confident. You are prepared because you are anchored. You no longer need everything to make sense before you move. You trust me enough to walk even when the full picture is still unfolding. That trust is what qualifies you. Something huge is waiting for you, but it will reveal itself in layers, not all at once. First will come clarity, then confirmation, then memo. Don't rush the process. Each layer is necessary, and each one will strengthen you for the next. If you stay present, you won't miss a single step. There will be moments ahead when others don't understand your decisions. They may question your calm. They may wonder why you're not reacting the way they expect. Let them wonder. You are being led by something deeper than opinion. You don't need to explain obedience to those who aren't listening. Don't scroll away from this part of the message. Let it settle. The reason you've been feeling both anticipation and peace at the same time is because you are standing at the threshold of alignment. Not striving, not chasing, just ready. Soon, you will recognize the moment, not because it feels overwhelming, but because it feels right. A quiet confidence will rise. A clear knowing will settle in your spirit. And when that happens, move without fear. I will already be there, ahead of you, making a way that fits exactly who you've become. Remain attentive. Remain humble. Remain bold. What is unfolding now is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a chapter that will redefine how you see yourself, your purpose, and your place in this world. My beloved child, you felt the alignment, the quiet readiness settling in your spirit, and now I am inviting you to move with me. You've prayed, use me, Lord, and this is how I am answering you, by letting your generosity become a river that carries my word to souls who are still searching in the dark. What you sow here is not money alone. It is oil for lamps, seed for harvest, fire that spreads hope where despair once lived. As you give through Super Thanks, YouTube memberships, or PayPal, the link is waiting for you in the video description. You step into a holy partnership that multiplies far beyond what your eyes can see. I see your offering, and I declare open heavens over your home, peace over your family, and increase over every faithful step you take. This moment is prophetic. What you release now will return pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing in your life. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. Act now, sow boldly, and step fully into the mission I am unfolding through you. There is a calm settling over you now, and I want you to understand what it means. This is not the calm of resignation. This is not the quiet of giving up. This is the stillness that comes right before movement, when everything inside you is finally aligned enough to respond the moment I speak. You are not waiting anymore. You are listening at a deeper level. You've noticed it, haven't you? The urgency that once drove you has softened. You're no longer desperate to prove anything. You're no longer chasing approval or validation the way you once did. That change is not accidental. I was loosening your grip on outcomes so I could strengthen your grip on purpose. What's coming next cannot be sustained by anxiety. It requires trust. Here is something I need you to hear clearly, and don't skip past this. The next step I guide you into will not look dramatic to others. It may even appear ordinary, but inside it carries momentum that will compound over time. Many miss their turning point because they expect it to arrive loudly. But you are learning how I work. You are learning to recognize significance without spectacle. Stay till the end of this message, because this matters. You are entering a phase where obedience will feel lighter, but the impact will be heavier. Small yeses will produce lasting results. Quiet consistency will open doors that force never could. And the discipline you built in obscurity will now begin to bear visible fruit. You once thought strength meant pushing harder. Now you're discovering that strength often looks like restraint, knowing when not to speak, when not to rush, when not to react. That wisdom is protection. It will keep you from stepping ahead of me or lagging behind. You are learning to move with me, not just for me. Something huge is waiting for you, but it will test a different part of you than you expect. Not your endurance, not your patience. It will test your willingness to receive, to accept good things without suspicion, to allow progress without sabotaging it. You've lived so long in preparation that stepping into fulfillment may feel unfamiliar at first. Let me lead you through that too. You don't need to fear missing your moment. When the time comes, you won't have to force clarity. It will rise naturally. A door will open that doesn't require explanation. A decision will feel settled instead of stressful. When that happens, trust the peace. Peace is not hesitation. It is confirmation. Don't scroll away from this truth. The reason your discernment is sharp now is because you've learned to sit with silence. You didn't run from it. You didn't numb it. You listen. And in that listening, I reshaped how you hear me. That ability will guide you safely through what's ahead. There will be people who notice the change in you before you fully recognize it yourself. They'll sense the steadiness, the clarity, the quiet confidence. You won't need to announce anything. What's forming in you will speak on its own. You are not stepping into something uncertain. You are stepping into something prepared. Prepared by patience. Prepared by surrender. Prepared by the countless moments you chose to stay when leaving would have been easier. Remain attentive now. Not anxious. Not distracted. Just aware. The next movement will come gently, but once it begins, it will not stop. And when you look back, you'll realize this calm, this exact moment, with the final confirmation that you were ready to move forward without fear. Something is about to feel unmistakably clear to you, and when it does, I don't want you to doubt it. The clarity will not shout. It will settle. It will arrive without chaos, without panic, without the need to convince yourself. You will simply know. And knowing is not coming from emotion, it is coming from alignment. And alignment changes everything. You've spent years learning how to survive uncertainty. Now I am teaching you how to walk in certainty without becoming rigid. There is a difference. Rigidity demands control. Certainty flows from trust. You are stepping into the second one now. That's why your prayers have changed. You don't ask the same way anymore. You listen more than you speak. You wait without resentment. That posture has opened a door most never reach. I need you to understand this deeply. What you are approaching is not just a blessing. It is a responsibility wrapped in favor. And favor requires awareness. Don't skip this moment. Favor will amplify whatever you carry inside. That is why I took so much time refining you before allowing things to accelerate. What's coming will not just affect you. It will touch others through you, whether you intend it to or not. Stay till the end of this message, because this next truth will anchor you. The reason you feel both excitement and seriousness at the same time is because you are sensing weight, not pressure, but significance. Light things don't carry weight. Meaningful assignments do. And you were shaped for this kind of weight through patience, humility, and unseen faithfulness. You are going to notice opportunities presenting themselves differently now. Not as chaos, not as overload, but as invitations. Clear, specific, timed. You won't have to chase them. They will meet you where you are. And when they do, don't underestimate the power of a simple yes. One obedient response will set off a chain of events you could never orchestrate on your own. Something huge is waiting for you, but it will ask you to stay grounded when others rush. It will ask you to remain humble when recognition increases. It will ask you to stay connected to me when life starts moving faster. These are not burdens, they are safeguards. And you are ready to carry them now. There may still be moments when old fears try to resurface. When they do, don't wrestle with them. Just remember how far you've come. Remember how many times you thought you wouldn't make it, and yet, here you are. Still standing. Still listening. Still open. That history is not behind you. It is proof that you can trust me with what comes next. Don't scroll away from this final realization. You are not stepping into something foreign. You are stepping into something familiar at a deeper level, like a calling you sensed your whole life, but could never fully describe. It's becoming clearer now because you've become clearer. Very soon, you will be asked to act, not impulsively, not fearfully, but decisively. When that moment comes, don't wait for every detail to be explained. Walk with the light you have. I will meet you with the rest along the way. Remain present. Remain anchored. Remain open. What unfolds next will not require you to become someone new. It will simply require you to fully step into who you already are. And when you do, you will understand why every step before this one mattered exactly as it did. There is a narrowing happening around you now, and I need you to recognize it for what it is. Your focus is sharpening. Your tolerance for what drains you is shrinking. What once felt acceptable now feels heavy. This is not you becoming rigid. It is you becoming precise. Precision is required for what I am about to entrust to you. You are beginning to notice that not everything deserves your energy anymore. Conversations, habits, even certain goals are losing their pull. That's because I am refining your aim. I am teaching you how to say no without guilt, how to pause without fear, how to move without chaos. Don't skip this moment. This refinement is protection disguised as clarity. There is something important you must understand. Momentum is building, but it is being held back on purpose. Not because I am delaying you, but because I am synchronizing you. Timing is not just about speed. It is about alignment with the right people, the right environment, the right version of you. One misaligned step could slow what is meant to accelerate. So I am keeping you steady until everything converges. Stay till the end of this message, because this next truth will ground you. You are not meant to carry everything forward with you. Some things must be released now, not because they were wrong, but because they belong to an earlier chapter. Carrying them would weigh you down in the season ahead. Letting go is not loss when it makes room for growth. You may feel moments of tension as this happens, a strange mix of excitement and discomfort. That tension is the sound of transition. It's what happens when the old no longer fits and the new is not yet fully visible. Don't rush to fill that space. I am working in it. Silence is not emptiness. It is where I speak most clearly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will require discernment more than effort. You won't need to strive to recognize it. It will resonate. It will feel aligned with who you've become, not who you used to be. That's how you'll know it's real. What is meant for you will not require you to abandon your integrity to receive it. You are entering a stretch where consistency will matter more than intensity. Small, faithful actions will carry more weight than emotional surges. You've learned that discipline outlasts motivation, and that lesson will serve you well now. What I am building through you is meant to endure, not impress for a moment. Don't scroll away from this understanding. The reason your pace feels different is because I am shifting you from preparation to stewardship. Stewardship requires awareness, humility, and restraint. You have been trained in all three. That is why I trust you now with greater influence, even if it doesn't look like influence yet. Very soon, you will sense a clear invitation, not forced, not rushed. When it comes, you will feel a calm responsibility settle over you. Not excitement that scatters, but purpose that steadies. That feeling will be your confirmation. Follow it without fear. Remember this as you move forward. You are not alone in this transition. I am not observing from a distance. I am guiding each step, adjusting what needs to be adjusted, holding what needs to be held. You don't need to see far ahead. You only need to stay present and responsive. Remain focused. Remain teachable. Remain grounded. The narrowing you feel now is not limitation, it is alignment. And alignment is what allows what comes next to arrive with strength, clarity, and lasting impact. My beloved child, you have reached a moment that cannot be undone, not because of what you've heard, but because of what you've recognized within yourself. Something has come into focus now. You may not be able to explain it fully, but you can feel it settling deep inside you, like truth finding its home. This is not the end of a message. This is the beginning of clarity. You are no longer asking if I am with you. You are beginning to move, as if you know I am. That shift is everything. It changes how you walk, how you decide, how you wait. You are not driven by fear of missing out anymore. You are guided by trust. And trust unlocks doors that effort never could. There is one final revelation I need you to carry forward. Don't skip this, because it completes everything you've heard so far. The purpose I am unfolding in your life is not meant to exhaust you. It is meant to anchor you. If something pulls you away from peace, away from integrity, away from love, it is not from me, no matter how appealing it looks. What is truly meant for you will draw you closer to who you were created to be. Stay till the end of this moment, because this is where understanding becomes resolve. You are not stepping into a future where everything will be easy. You are stepping into a future where you will be steady. Where storms may come, but they won't own you. Where challenges may rise, but they won't define you. You have been shaped to stand, not just to arrive. Something huge has been waiting for you, not just ahead of you, but within you. The patience you learned, the discernment you gained, the humility you chose. These were never side lessons. They were the foundation. And now that foundation is strong enough to carry what is coming without breaking, I want you to remember this when doubts try to whisper later. You didn't imagine this moment. You didn't stumble into it. You were led here, step by step, through moments of silence, through waiting, through growth you didn't always recognize. Every part of your journey mattered. Nothing was wasted. As you move forward, don't rush to announce what you're becoming. Let your life reveal it. Let your choices reflect it. Let your peace confirm it. The right people will recognize what is on you without explanation. And those who don't are not meant to walk with you into what comes next. Don't scroll away from this final truth. I am not finished with you, but I am proud of you. Proud of your endurance. Proud of your honesty. Proud of your willingness to stay open when it would have been easier to close off. That posture is what will keep you grounded as doors open and paths widen. When the next step appears, and it will, take it without fear. You don't need to see the entire road. You only need to trust the one who sees it clearly. I will continue to guide you, correct you, strengthen you, and walk with you. You are not alone now, and you never were. Carry this knowing with you. You are aligned, you are ready, and you are held. Walk forward with confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the voice that called you here. And as this message settles into your spirit, let it seal not just your understanding, but your peace. Amen. My beloved child, as this moment seals peace and clarity within you, I am calling you into action that carries eternal weight. You've whispered, "Father, let my life matter." And I am telling you now, your generosity is a living answer to that prayer. When you give through Super Thanks, YouTube memberships, or PayPal, the link is in the video description, you ignite a chain of light, sending my word like a rushing river into hearts that are waiting for hope. This is not a transaction. It is worship, seed sown into good soil that I myself will multiply. I bless your giving as a prophetic act. May favor rest on you. May doors open before you. And may joy overflow in your household. Heaven notices this moment, and what you release in faith will return with increase you did not expect. Rise now, give with an open heart, and move decisively. Sow generously and watch me pour out more than you can contain. My beloved child, before you move on, I want you to hype this video, not as a routine action, but as a declaration. When you hype it, you are saying, this message matters. This truth must not be buried. Hype it as an act of faith, because this word was never meant to stop with you. Liking the video seals your agreement, but hyping it sends this message forward to souls who are standing right where you once stood, waiting for direction, clarity, and hope. Let your hype become a signal in the spirit that says, don't scroll past. This is important. And when this video ends, don't leave quietly. I want you to comment and declare what stirred inside you. Write what you are choosing to trust, what you are releasing, or what you believe Father is aligning in your life right now. Your words carry weight. Your declaration may be the confirmation someone else needs to keep going. Let the comments become an altar of testimony, faith, and alignment tied directly to this moment and this message. Now hear me closely. If this channel feeds your spirit, if these words feel like they were spoken directly to you, then subscribe, not casually, but covenantally. Subscribing is saying, I choose to remain where truth meets my heart, where God still speaks personally. This is not just a channel. It is a place of daily alignment, correction, encouragement, and divine direction. Join this family, stay under this covering, and allow these messages to keep shaping your steps. Step into it now. Hype it. Declare it. Subscribe and stay connected to what heaven is speaking over your life. Amen.